Welcome to UC News, ucnewscanada.ca. The Canadian Crisis Response. I'm Dr. Dave. Quinte West City Hall continues to be the main source of crime in the region, as the Mayor and Council aim to get every last dime from people by threat and brute force. They have vowed to continue a parking policy that no one wants and is damaging our downtown. They do not need the money, and it is being spent stupidly on purposes having nothing to do with legitimate government activities. All Quinte residents whose lives have been hurt by the Mayor and Council can now join a major class action lawsuit to claim damages. The lawsuit summary, available online, reads as follows. Quinte residents say that parking meters kill downtowns. No sane store owner would ever charge customers to shop. They are not wanted. They are not needed. Only City Hall wants meters. City Hall itself created the problem by their failure to plan. The Mayor and Council are causing major damage to our lives and economy and actually preventing economic recovery. Other towns with no meters are healthy places to shop, inviting tourism. Our downtown is a social and economic disaster zone, and we know why. We are hounded for small change, attacked by tickets if we do not agree with government panhandling. When we get tickets, we often struggle to find the reason. What is the basis of this policy? We get no answers. The language on tickets calling us offenders and threatening us with all manner of abuse and use of force is actually offensive, characteristic of bullies taking by force, and far out of line with what is, at best, a mere social slight of parking too long. Who was harmed by this? Why are they not compensated? It is a clear conflict of interest when those writing the tickets get all the money. Does any go to solving the problem? Our questions go unanswered, and instead we encounter a system devoted to taking by force, silencing us, and denying all recourse. Citizen complaints have reached the highest levels of government. Investigation has substantiated these significant charges of local corruption. The Quinte West City Hall parking policies have no basis in law and are applied unfairly for the sole purpose of monetary gain. Here, we present evidence of fraud, theft, and extortion with improper use of power to write policies with no valid land use or social purpose. Rights have been removed without reason, fact, or evidence, violating Section 1 Charter Law, a serious matter of federal concern. Citizen charges of bullying and undue use of force by the Mayor and Council are substantiated with clear evidence for obstruction of justice. City Hall ranks high in indicators of pathological behavior and low in indicators of care compatible with our Canadian Constitution Act, and has been identified as the leading local source of systematic crime and injustice. The Mayor and Council of Quinte West are the source of consistent abuses of charter law and human rights, continually and purposely breaking contract law and criminal code for illegal gain. Law-abiding Quinte residents are correct in addressing these systematic abuses of life and law in Canada. Bylaws with no basis in fact, evidence, or reason cannot be regarded as law and have no force or effect under Charter Section 52. The Mayor and Council, by abdicating the duties and responsibilities of their position and writing bylaws expressly against the purpose of law and constitutional directives, have put citizens in conflict with the law and open to charges of collusion, aiding and abetting crime and corruption. When citizens cannot act without breaking one law or another, and freedom of association has been removed without reason, they must choose to obey the higher law to avoid the more substantial charges. Citizens are obliged and legally justified by numerous sections of our Charter to not pay into systems designed and purposed to degrade our lives, social health, rights, and freedoms. Quinte residents are reminded that they have the right to cut the meters down only after presenting cogent and persuasive arguments legally based on Section 1 of our Charter, then seeking community consent representative of the will of the governed. If this mayor and council have destroyed your life, unfairly issuing parking tickets with no basis in law, feel free to join Quinte's class action lawsuit using your charter right to community self-determination.